Aaron 38-10 in Tampa to get to 6-2. So they went with great confidence up to Lambeau that some young teams would not have had against Aaron Rodgers. And then Brady converted 3 straight third and longs in the opening drive to go up 7-0, and that set the tone at Lambeau. Here came Mahomes. Here came the baby goat, if you want to call him, the kid that a lot of people think is already better, the greatest quarterback ever, greater than the GOAT, Tom Brady. And what happened? Brady took it personally. He had 2 people that he wanted to show up last night, and that was Bill Belichick and that kid. Nothing personal, but he just wanted to show you, at 43, I will outplay Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, and he did. He had a QBR of 82 to Patrick's 50. Patrick had a long, hard night, and obviously all credit to the defense, all credit to Todd Bowles, but Tom Brady was magnificent last night, taking what the defense gave him. Because remember, Spagnuolo's had his number before in the first Eli Super Bowl. So what happened right out of the box? Well, Mike Evans is doubled. Chris Godwin is doubled. What if I told you on Friday, Mike Evans will wind up this game with 1 catch for 31 yards? You say, that's not enough. What if I told you Chris Godwin would have 2 catches for 9 yards? You'd say, boy, they're in trouble, right? Well, no, they were not in trouble because Tom says, okay, if you won't give me that, do you remember this guy named Gronkowski? Yeah. If you're going to single him all night, I'll show you what I can do with Rob Gronkowski, right? Is he too old? Watch this. And I thought it was very telling that Tom Brady said, I went and got 3 people for this team. I got Gronk, I got AB, and I went and recruited Leonard Fournette. Right. Were they not the 3 key pieces on offense last night?
And all those are the guys that scored your touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. They were the 3 featured players last night. I made a case that it wouldn't have shocked me if Fournette had won MVP, and he was really good last night. Hey, because he caught it. What did he catch it? 4 times for 46 yards, and he ran it 16 times for 89 yards. Those are MVP-like numbers. Yeah. I'm still fine with Brady winning it. It's almost like Brady got it for the whole season, just for what he recreated in Tampa. I think the thing is, you couldn't give it to the defense because so many guys played well. You get Devin White have 12 tackles. 12 tackles. 2 tackles for loss. 8 solos and 2 for, okay, you could have gone that direction.
You got Shaq Barrett that was wreaking havoc all night, and Ndamukong Suh. So so many guys played well on the defensive side. It's like, well, okay. But Tom, like I said, I don't have a problem with it, Skip. Tom did 21 to 29, didn't have spectacular numbers, but he made every throw. The thing, Skip, if you look at it early on, the first drive, they go 3 and out. And everybody's probably thinking, Tom, you got to make that throw to Chris Godwin. But Tom Brady understands in a game of this magnitude, turnovers, you play double.
No risk.
I'd rather punt this football away than be a little late and it gets pick 6, goes back the other way.
Totally agree. Remember, Tom Brady led the National Football League in deep passing this year because that's what Bruce Arians does. He had led the league in deep passes, 20-plus yard completions, in the postseason until last night. And what happened? Brady has no ego. He doesn't need to put up big numbers. He knows what it's all about. In the end, the only number that matters is 7, as in rings. The only numbers that matter are 31 and 9 on the scoreboard. And again, he's going to give all credit to Todd Bowles and the defense, to Devin White and the defense. But he knew that it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to throw a party to win the Super Bowl unless it's necessary to do so. And it was not necessary last night.
Skip, you remember we talked about this. I said, Skip, the team that normally loses the game has a decided advantage because we know what we did last time didn't work. The team that won the game, Skip, why am I changing anything? We did it. I'm surprised Spags did not blitz more than what he did. It was almost like, you're expecting me to blitz. We're going to play it conservative. No, you couldn't get you got that pressure one time. You got him down one time. Other than that, Skip, he was able to go to his 2nd, 3rd, even his 4th option. You can't give that guy that kind of time. And Skip, and I've told you this, what does Brady like to do right before the half? What is his MO, Skip, right before the half? He's going to take a shot play. He's either looking to get the big catch or a pass interference.
Always.
Every single time.
It's his trademark.
Jeez. And what did he do?
He got a pass interference on Breland, who was beaten on the play.
He was, Skip, first of all, I don't even understand why Andy Reid wouldn't even call a timeout.
Well, he called 2 in a row.
First of all, Skip, if it's 3rd and 12, I get it. But you're going to call a first down 3rd and 2?
To Gronk again.
You're getting the ball coming out of the half, Skip. You're going to get the ball back. Go into the half 14-6. 14-6, 21-6 seems almost insurmountable. And I know you got, we got Mahomes, we can come back. But if you look at the way that defense was playing, Skip, every time you go 3 and out, they gain confidence. They got more and more confident, more and more confident. And what did I tell you? When they got into the red zone, they closed the door. When Tampa got into the red zone, they were 3 of 5.
Yep.
But they got 21 points out of their red zone possessions. Kansas City got zilch.
Yep. So just for those who might have just casually watched the game, can I show everybody and remind everybody just how much Tom Brady featured Rob Gronkowski last night? And you cannot tell me that this wasn't in the game plan from Tom Brady, because this was for Bill Belichick, to me. Here's the first touchdown.
Play action, slide.
Let's slide. There you go. Okay. That'll work. That gets you started.
Play action.
Here's the second one. I thought that was Brady's best throw of the night. That had some mustard on it. And Gronk broke his route and came back inside. This is the 3rd and 2 play you're talking about.
Yes.
That saved that drive at the end of the half that made it 21-6. And that's
Sorensen,
the one down the
that's
middle.
Your guy.
Yep,
you see how the badge like Sorensen. What are you doing?
That was the play before Fournette broke loose, and that really broke the game open early in the 3rd quarter.
Correct.
Okay? All right. Now to your man, Mahomes boy, Patrick Mahomes. I have all the respect in the world for him. Tough kid. Playing a little hurt last night. I don't know if he was laying it on a little thick between plays, limping around, but he might need some surgery on his big toe. He has a turf toe.
Yeah.
Obviously down his 2 tackles. He was pressured 24 times last night.
The most in Super Bowl history.
In history, and Brady was pressured 5 times. So I'm going to give you all the above. I still thought he was pretty shaky by his standards.
He was.
And
Early,
he was shaky. He missed a couple of throws early that I thought were open that could have changed the game or saved the game.
The McCall Hardman, Skip, they ran cover 2, and on the upside route to cover 2, you can't throw it like a single high safety. You got to throw it between the numbers and the hash, and he put it out there too far. That was a play you got to make. Yep. Kelsey dropped a key 3rd down. Skip, and when you look back at the time that you do these things, Skip, you don't really think about it because it's so early in the game. Oh, we'll get an opportunity. But it's plays like that that gets you an opportunity to get momentum, to stay in rhythm, to keep you on the field. They go 3 and out. Boom.
Okay.
And
Mahomes said after the game it was the worst beating he's taken since high school. He has to go all the way back to high school.
Yes.
So it was interesting to me. My wife Ernestine comes in after the game. She's a casual football observer, likes basketball more than football, but her reaction was, I thought Mahomes was great. He looked really bad. Yeah. And our producer, as he said, his mother called after the game and said, gee, he looked really bad.
Yes.
Well, they made him look bad.
They did.
But I thought by his standards, people making the case he's already the GOAT, he's had 2 subpar Super Bowl performances. That's just me. Just for the record, I don't want to pile on because he didn't get protected. And as you know, any quarterback who doesn't get protected can be made to look awful.
As Brady gets the first giant Super Bowl. Skip, but you know what, Skip? He had an opportunity. Tyreek, he had 2 balls to hit the receivers in the face mask.
He did.
In a game like that, Skip, especially when you're down, you got to have somebody just make a play. Somebody makes a play and gets it going. If you remember the Super Bowl of 28-3, guys started making plays. Edelman gets a ball. The guy almost intercepted. Edelman takes it off the guy's shoe top. 3 guys around him and makes a play. You got to just have somebody make one play for you, Skip, to get it going. And I thought if he could have got somebody to make a play, Tyreek makes that play, maybe we're having a different story. You see Kelsey dropping this on 3rd down.
He did.
You got to have those, Skip. You got to stay on the field, especially, and give your defense a break. But Skip, the dude was running for his life. I mean, he was taking a snap, and at the snap of the ball, the right tackle was already beat. At the snap of the ball, the left tackle was already beat. I was like, bro, it's going to be a long night for you.
So it'll be very interesting to see how he and that team bounce back from finally losing. I told you the whole back half of the year, they're on borrowed time. They're on borrowed time. Do they have 9 lives or 10 lives or 12 lives? And last night, it finally caught up. They weren't as prepared. They weren't obviously as hot as the Bucs were.
Skip, I think the biggest thing is never in a million years did you think a team would line up in a specific coverage and stay in that coverage.
Yep.
That's what they did. And you got to tip your hat. You just got to tip your hat to them and say, you know what, guys? They balled out. Tyreek said, Todd Bowles did his thing last night. He's like, I'm not giving you anything cheap or deep. And the thing is, a lot of the routes that Kansas City have interwoven into the offense, somebody's getting deep. Well, Skip, if I'm playing cover 2 and you can't get deep, if I can just make you hold the ball for just 1/10 of a second, well, I ain't even got to do that because you can't hold up against Shaq and JPP.
So, what's my favorite Tom Brady stat? He had won 6 rings with 6 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter overtime. Guess what? He finally had a Super Bowl blowout that did not require a game-winning drive. You can argue the game-winning drive came in the second quarter.
The game-winning drive was when they went 7-3. Yeah. You know what the game-winning drive was, Skip? When Kansas City cut it to 21-9, and Tom Brady got the ball, and they went right back down the field 28, said, y'all ain't doing nothing today. The day is our day.
I'll give you that, but I thought the game-winning drive was at the end of the first half. As Michael Vick said about the Green Bay game, they won the game on that throw to Scotty Miller.
You talking about when they caught Skip? I tweet, I said, Andy shouldn't have called timeout. Yep. Oh, yeah, he should. I said, I'm telling you. Because what's going to happen is Tampa Bay was content, Skip. Tampa Bay was content to just go into the half with a 14-6 lead.
Yep.
He's like, oh, y'all